Hi, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I make the tastiest, the most delicious, the most mouth-watering lemon loaf you will ever eat. Of course, I'll be using a traditional family recipe to accomplish that. Now, without further ado, grab your aprons, turn on your ovens, and let's get baking. So to start off, we're going to mix the eggs, the butter, and the caster sugar in this bowl. So butter, caster sugar, two eggs, okay, let's get mixing. I think that's looking pretty good now. We'll add the next ingredients. I'm going to sift the flour, it's a self-raising flour this time, and a little bit of salt. Okay, next I'm going to be adding the flour to our egg and butter mixture and alternate flour and milk as I go and mix it through. There you go. Some flour. Mix. A little bit of milk, mix, some flour, some milk, add the last bit of flour, and then the last bit of milk. The final ingredient to this cake mix is the lemon, of course. So I'm going to be grating some lemon rind into this mixture before it goes into the oven. So I'm going to be using my zester to just get the skin off. I think the best part of using a zester rather than a grater for this part of the recipe is that it literally only gets the skin and it leaves the white part behind. The dough is now ready to be transferred into the loaf tin and going into the oven. Here we have the greased loaf tin and the cake mix. I'm going to be pouring that into there to get it ready for the oven. This is the lemon loaf, ready to go into the oven. I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for 45 to 60 minutes until it's cooked. So while the cake is in the oven baking, I'm going to be preparing the syrup that's going to be poured over the loaf. And for that, we're going to use 2 lemons and some caster sugar. I'm going to make sure I get the lemons as juicy as possible. So I'm going to be fishing out the pips first before I add the caster sugar. I'm sure there's a better way. If you know the better way, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Because I'm sure this is the idiot's way of doing it. Now that I've got all the pips out, I'm going to add the sugar. That's our syrup ready now for when the loaf comes out of the oven, and I'll show you the next step then. So I have removed the loaf from the oven because it is cooked, but now while it's still warm, I'm going to pour the syrup over it. I've put it onto a plate. Just going to remove this bit as well, so that it can absorb all of the syrup. And to make that absorption even better, I'm going to prick it with a few fork holes strategically, like so. I think that's enough. And now, so give this another little stir. Now we're ready for the taste test. As I've been slicing this loaf, I noticed how moist it is. Obviously the syrup. Delicious, lemony. It's got the size of the tongue, that tang, but it's sweet at the same time. That was just the crust. Let's get into the loaf. This is the most beautiful lemon loaf you will ever eat. The smells, the texture, the taste, it's beautiful. Feels very wholesome and it tastes delicious. If you enjoyed this kind of content, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help me out. I'm trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and your subscription will really help me out. That's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.